Hi everyone, I'm a Name Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. Last episode, this psychic droner crash landed and is currently piercing the brains of the people in this colony. I need to destroy it or address it in some way, but it has a small army with it. We also put Phil into his biosculptor for the next 20 days. That will make him get rid of his bad back and his hearing loss and all of that. And finally, we made Martin the Rector of Hope. That is because everybody was so upset, everybody was so annoyed that we didn't have roles filled in our Ideologian that we just had to finally do it. So goals for this episode are to get rid of this drone, wherever that was, over here somewhere. There it is. There are 9 of these little militars, so I might make a little perimeter here and figure out how to take care of them. Then we need to work on our final kind of base design. I know that we're going to eventually build our starship. We're not going to travel to the starship that's across the planet because that would take 35 days. It would be really hard, and then we'd have to defend it once we got there. So it would be better for us just to build the starship like here or something like that. So I might extend the perimeter a little bit, anticipating that, but it'd probably be right around there. And that means that once we start doing that, we're going to get a whole bunch of rays that are attacking us, and we're going to have to deal with it. But that's quite a few episodes away, I'm sure. For now, we have a bunch to do, so let's get to it. Okay, what is the... Hey, we lost our turret that we used to have right here. We definitely have to work on our bases, our base design, our defenses and such. Alright, where's the turrets? Is that a turret? That's a turret. We'll install it like here. So that way we can lure them. We'll put one. You know what? We need to put one there. We'll put another one there. And we'll put the last one. Let's call it right there. Then there's the volume, whatever it's called. What is it? Vanometric power cell. That should power all three if I put it right here. Okay. That's a little perimeter, and we'll see how that works. I was thinking of making a couple of sandbags, but I have enough cover here to not have to do that. So once this gets in position, we're gonna kill that thing. Okay, so let me restate our goals. It's to definitely kill that. It is to work on our defenses a little bit, make this perimeter a little bit bigger. We're gonna redo this machine room because I know we're gonna need another fabricator, another machining table, maybe another smithy. We'll figure out all of that. And then I want to see how to get Martin. Trying to convert people over to the Solidarity Cooperative, which is now the official religion of Hope. I was looking at this. We have 3 that are part of the Wavian Creed, which directly conflicts with how we're operating here. The Wavian Creed, they're a bunch of ranchers. They don't want to eat vegetables as food, all that kind of stuff. So they're not very happy here. But that's just how it is right now. Okay, so those things placed yet? Okay, there's 1 turret. Let's see, is there any quests close by? I will say one thing. Reg is in this little town. And if you've been watching the last, I don't know, maybe 10 episodes or so, we kind of exiled, I would say. I mean, that's the right word, I think. We exiled Reg to this area because he kept fighting people. He kept getting in trouble. He kept beating up people, giving them bruises and whatnot. And so I put him here to try to be productive. My problem is that he hasn't really been very productive. So I think what we'll try to do this episode 2 is just plan out this whole thing. Not this whole big box, but plan out this base. And then let him just work on it, slowly but surely. That's what I think we're going to do here. Now, I'd say that the biggest goal will be that I want to use him as a resource, because if we look at his bio, he's a 14 in plants, which is really good. And so, roof has collapsed. Oh, wait, guys, stop. Whoa. Stop. Come on, get away from this thing. You know the deal. We gotta get rid of the roof first. They only removed 1 little spot. That's weird. Alright, the Constructoid is doing it. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. He has a little, a nice little setup here. I think if I really want to make this a serious base, that I will use this geothermal, the steam geyser right here, and make a geothermal generator. He's not going to need a lot of power at all. He just needs something to power his freezer. And that's kind of working, but I mean, you can see right here are the batteries. They're almost depleted, and it's 10 o'clock at night. So he's going to hit a point where he's going to have trouble keeping this freezer going. So I think the biggest goal is, let's get him solid power. There's only the 1 geyser, I think, on the whole map. And just kind of build the outline of the map. We'll see if we get to that this episode, maybe next episode. And just kind of get him working on it. It's going to take him a while, but I want this to be something that can earn us some money, because we're going to need it. We need to buy advanced components. We need to buy plasteel. Anything else that we may need, we're going to want to buy it before we start making our own ship, which is going to be here. So these guys haven't woken up yet. They won't until I attack. Zega started a fight with Daesh. We're having a little issue here. Who started it? We need to see who our problems are. Who our problem people are. Okay, so Zega spoke about archers with Daesh. Daesh slandered Zega's uncle's food preferences. This drove Zega into a rage, and she began a fight. Well, Daesh kind of was bad-mouthing Zega's uncle. But Zega, can you control yourself? What's going on here? You have bloodlust. Zega gets a rush from hurting people, and never minds the sight of blood or death. She is 4 times as likely to start a social fight as others. Well, your punishment, Zega, is clean the hospital, and then you can go lay down. Okay. Let's see. Fluff, when you wake up, hopefully we'll tend Zega. Alright. When everybody's up in 2 hours, we'll go ahead and get rid of that drone ship, because that's going to continue to hurt us. Oh, now there's a heat wave. Heat waves can induce deadly heat stroke. Stay cool by building either a passive or electric cooler. We'll be fine. We're just going to go kill some aliens, or whatever they are. Zyph, Martin. Martin, again, you don't have your weapon, of course. Where's your bolt action? Thought you had a good quality one. I guess not. Okay. Zega's hurt. Fills in the biosculpting thing. Alessia. Let's get Daesh. And Galvin. And Alessia. I mean, it's all hands on deck. These things can really hurt us, so... Everybody except for Phil. Let's go. I don't think they'll automatically attack. We're about to find out, though. Reg is not part of the heat wave. He's in a different area, so he's good. All right. Now we're going to go out and fight, even though there's a heat wave. Because the longer this is on the map, the more it hurts us. That's a bad spot. We'll put it, put Alessia there, I guess. Fluff has a sniper rifle, so she can be pretty far away. I gotta kind of back up. Well, why is Daesh? Daesh is bleeding. I want to back up a little bit. I want these turrets to actually do some work. Yeah, that'll work out good. I want to protect Fluff, though, as much as I can. Okay. Okay. We're good. So the fastest person I have is Zyph. I want him to shoot him, but Fluff has the biggest range, I think. Or is that almost equivalent? Oh no, Fluff has a much better range. So Fluff is going to aggro them. And then get back in position. Come on, Fluff. You've been training for this your whole life. That was a hit, I feel like. It was not, though. Oh, now Fluff is level 20 in shooting. Wow, every shot is like 200 experience. There we go. Okay. They're awake. They're up. Now, these turrets. Look at the range on them. Now, here's the plan, because I know in the heat of the moment it's kind of hard to do. There's 9 of them. If they come straight west, they just come like this. I'm going to move these guys north, because I really want the turrets to do some work. But for now, we're just going to hope they kind of go toward the turrets. Oh, they're smarter than I think. They're staying out of range. But Fluff can hit them. Good shot, Fluff. He shot off his right foot. Huh. This isn't working out like I thought it would. Let's get Fluff and Galvin a little closer. See if we could take him out. Who else is long range? I think Martin. I'm wondering, why are they... I mean, I think they're not approaching because they know about the... They kind of sense the turrets. Martin just freaked out. Okay. Sorry, Martin. Oh, here they come. Here they come. All right, let's go. Retreat a little bit. Strategic retreat. Martin is attacking the turret. You better stop, Martin. Martin's destroying everything. I want to arrest him. I'm going to arrest you, Martin. Don't you dare. You're arrested. That's it. Oh, he's no longer the rector, though. He almost blew up this power cell. And the significance of this power cell, in case you don't know, is that it generates free energy forever without using fuel. And you can place it anywhere. So it's perfect for me to put these little turrets, put down this thing, they're powered, and then we're good. He destroyed a turret, and he almost destroyed this power cell, which we cannot ever make. Let's just get this over with. I know this is a wimpy way of doing this, but it's also a smart way of doing this. The Fluff just got shot, but it bounced off, I think. Yeah, it didn't hurt her. It's not even in the log. There's only 3 left. We should be good. 2 left. There we go. Okay. Is Martin back to being okay? He's not even a part of our... Wait a second, did I mess up here? Oh, Martin, what did you do? I don't want to release him, I want to recruit him. Can't I just, like, say, you're good? Like, you're good to go? If I release him, what's gonna happen? Is he part of the Babblers still? Yes, so let's just release him. Okay. Release him. Okay, Martin? Like... You good now? The psychic drone has been destroyed. What did it give us? 1 component, 60 silver, 1 advanced component, 10 plasteel. And we'll be able to actually deconstruct all these guys. Alright, well, so for now, let's everybody get back to doing what you were doing. You can go eat, you can go back in the warmth, in the cold air, because it's kind of getting hot out here. So Martin blew up one of those turrets. That's actually very annoying. Okay. 1 thing accomplished. Alright, what do we want to do? Maybe we put another fabrication table here, and then a tool chest right there. Yeah, we need a tool chest. I forgot about those. Machining. That door's in a bad spot. What was I thinking over there? Get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of that door. We'll put a machining table. Let's see if we put it here and there. That'll work. Yeah, we'll put machining tables for the sniper rifles and whatnot. Okay, sniper rifle, assault rifle, shredding of mechanoids. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So now, why is Fluff choosing to shred the Mechanoid instead of making the sniper rifles? I think we don't have enough components, that's why. Got it. Alright. We're gonna make a machining table there. Bad temperature. It's 124 degrees indoors. Why? We need to address that. What happened there? Okay, well, we knew this was going to happen at some point. We didn't address the amount of cooling that the base has. And that's okay. We can do that now. The entire base right now, I didn't realize this, only has a cooler here and a cooler there. And then there's two that are isolated for the freezer. So even right in front of it, it's 131 degrees indoors. We need to complete that, fix that now. And the idea is to kind of, we're going to need to make vents and stuff. Oh, there's one right here also. And another one for here. So I think we're going to be able to get caught up. Yeah, like this room is 114 degrees, which is not great, obviously, but it's not 120. So what we really need to do is get these coolers up and running, so that way we can distribute the air around. I may need to make a couple more spots that have coolers, but this is going to be the main hub, and I think it'll work. If Zyph actually gets his act together here. Although we do have components right here, so somebody can go get that. Zega. Why does this room say it's outdoors? Wait a second, we have an issue. Oh, look, we have a doorway that's not... That's the problem, I think. Yep, that's the problem. Let's fix that right there, and that should help us. We're missing sandstone blocks. Okay. Alright, we need sandstone blocks. I think that's why it's so warm in here, because we have... I didn't realize it. We have 2 spots that are open to the outside world. We need 50 sandstone blocks and we'll be okay. You know, as this has evolved, I more and more like these mechs. These little mech guys, they run around or roll around, whatever they're doing. They're harvesting. We have so much food right now. We have 1,100 rice. We have 500 corn. and 30 food, 29 food. I really want to get like a cook, and then that'll free up Zyph to do all this other stuff. More and more I'm liking these guys. Okay. Come on. Insulting spree, Zega. The final straw was no ranch psionic biku, whatever that means. That's part of the Wavian Creed now. That's one of their ideologian requirements. Okay, so it says outdoors still, 117. $119, $120 outdoors. Once these two doors are done, we should be sealed off. $127. It's hot. Come on. Daesh needs medical treatment because of malnutrition. Well, eat. There's food right there. Yeah, they're getting upset because of the heat. Because I thought inside was safe, but it's not. That's alright. We're okay. 135 degrees indoors. It says outdoors still. It says now it's unroofed. But it is indoors. So let's build a roof area. I think they'll build it now. Is everything has a roof except for where we want to exhaust the heat? Okay, this constructor is making a roof. 133 degrees. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Fluff has flown into a murderous rage. She has decided to kill Zega. This happened because of poor mood. The final straw was she was tired. So we need to arrest Fluff immediately. And like nobody's up. Galvin, arrest Fluff. Where's Zega? Zega's right there. Fluff is very close to Zega. Martin, you need to intervene. You gotta get up. You gotta wake up. Daesh? Maybe you can cut off Fluff? I mean... She's going right. She's going right for Zega. No. Fluff. Come on. Yeah, that's right. We have to arrest you. And now Alessia and Zega are fighting. Zega, do you even realize what just happened? Do you know how close to death you were? Okay, so this room, what's the problem here? It says that it's unroofed. Why does it say unroofed? What are we missing? There's roofs everywhere. Unroofed. Oh, I see why. Okay. So second problem is that they deconstructed these walls and didn't have enough components. Okay, I guess that was my fault. We're going to make one more cooler. And we're going to replace these sandstone walls. We got to get some priority levels here going. Where's the cooler? Right there. Prioritize working on cooler. They're really like annoyed about the heat wave. Martin's having a tantrum. He's going to probably like hit this geothermal generator and blow it up. Martin. Are you really doing that right now? I have to arrest you also? Martin just got arrested. Okay, this is great. Galvin? Can you do... Like, can you work on the sandstone wall over here or something at least? Tiffy, are you seeing all this? Don't grow up to be like these people. I have to keep this view on because I want to make sure the roof is... Well, I'll turn it off. It's fine. I know what I need to do. Fluff. We'll release you, Fluff. Okay? There you go. Are you in a murderous rage still? Are you going to behave? Okay. Galvin is doing what he's supposed to do with these stones. Great. Fluff, let's get you... Eat your food. After you eat the food, let's work on this wall. Okay, Zyph made another cooler. We gotta just finish these walls and we'll be okay. Hopefully. Still says we're outdoors. 135 degrees in here. Okay, we're now indoors. 128 degrees. 124. It's struggling, but it's getting there. 118. $110. Alright, well, we need to address this when it comes to circulating air properly in here. But for now, we just need to get everybody down to like a good equilibrium. It's still 100 degrees indoors. Let's release Martin. He's okay for now. Okay. Is Martin still the rector here? No, he's not. That's okay. We can get him back to it. Now indoors it's 92. Outdoors it's 119. Okay, well that was kind of a close one. It could have really went bad. We had a lot going on. But we recovered just fine. So let's go back to what we were saying we were going to do. Machining table. Got to get this going because we need a good spot to make components. We need components. We need a lot of them. We have a lot of steel. So we need it. Let's put this machining table here. I don't really need a smelter very often, but I do need the smithy. What is the range of a tool cabinet? Pretty far, actually. So if I put like one here and one here, I think it'll actually get everything. Yeah, so let me put one right there. We're gonna move the smelter. This room dark. It's lit 50%, so we're okay. Oh wait, I don't want to copy, I don't want to move it. Okay, smithy's right here. So the tool chest speeds up the work speed factor 70%, and it's Y. I don't know how much it adds, but it definitely adds something. 6%. Okay. Do these not get a boost from work? Yeah, they do. Max connected per building, 2. One workbench can use up to 2 tool cabinets. Oh, so that increases their ability. Yeah, I could put another one right there. I guess the smelter doesn't get one. Put one there. I wonder if this will connect everything. Right like that. That seems a little inefficient though, so I might change that design. Just putting that lamp there temporarily. Okay, we're gonna make another fabricating bench. Why can't I make one? What's in the way? Space already occupied. There must be a chair. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so these 2 tool cabinets are gonna get this for sure. You know, I really notice it when the clean sweeper's not around. I see dirt everywhere. Okay. So it can benefit from 2. Tool cabinet, tool cabinet. It says bad temperature in here. I know, we gotta work on it. I get it, I get it. What's the outdoors? The outdoors is 138. Indoors, right by the coolers, is 101. And in this room, it's 107. Okay. So it does seem like those coolers are really not able to keep up with it, and that's okay. We knew that. The hospital is 96. Um, so I need one for over here. I need another tool cabinet, I mean, to connect here. And to connect here. Yeah, Reg needs some help, but I'm not going to worry about him right now. How do I want to distribute this? Maybe I'll do... I think if I do it like this, I'll be happy. If I did something like that, and then I put a tool bench like next to it, like that. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, let me move it over one. So the reason I'm building fabricators is because I need components. That's what's holding me back from doing a lot of the things that I need to do. Like I want to build more coolers. And I really just can't right now. Because I just can't make any more components. And this will speed up the components. Okay. So Fluff is doing something. Shredding the mechanoid. How much steel does that give us? I think it gives us plasteel also. Okay. I actually think if I had... I think my idea will work if I had coolers all right here and I just had vents everywhere. I think it would work. So, parallel to them making more components, where is temperature? Okay, so vents. What does it take to make that? Just 30 steel? Okay, that's nothing. So let's figure that out right now. How are we going to move around the temperature here? The cool air here? We really just need like one vent for every room. I really just think that's how it's going to work. So for the dining room here, we'll just do vents like that. For this armory, because we don't want them to get hurt if they're just going in here temporarily. I think the deeper we go, the harder it's going to be to keep things cool. But this will be a good experiment to see if this works. I don't know if it should work if there's a building right next to it. Like a little, not a building, but like a little workbench or whatever. So the heat wave's over, it's still 100 degrees indoors, but we'll be able to tell if the vents are working or not. Every bedroom needs a vent, doesn't it? We'll just put it right next to the door, so it's like kind of a standard thing. Okay. Did I miss here? I think so, yeah. We'll do like that and that. Okay. What did we miss? Anything? Don't think we missed anything. We have vents in every room except the hospital. I don't know why it says worker Xife in the make component category here. It doesn't have it that I don't have it set to Xife. It says any worker. Honestly, something's wrong with that. Make component. Alright, it got rid of it. Let's do it until we have 50. Pause when satisfied, and then when we hit 39, we want to make more. Advanced components. I know we need a lot of those. It's going to occupy people, so let's just make it, I don't know, 25. And when we hit 14, we start making more. Clean sweeper, you better get charged up. Oh no, he is. It is. Where are you? Alright, good. You know, now that I'm making vents, I could have all these doors close automatically. But in the interest of access, I think we're going to leave them open like this for now. I do want to make auto doors, but again, those need components, so... When this tool cabinet is done, I think this will become 110% work speed? Yeah, 112. I mean, they're not facing the right way, technically. Okay. Is Fluff gonna make medicine? Good job, Fluff. We need it. You knew we were low. We want to keep 40 in stock. Great. Let's get some vents going here. There's one vent. There we go. Okay, let's see. We'll see after all the vents are done if this is actually working. Quest available. Mysterious cargo. Jaden Gray, a Stelarch of the Exodus Empire, has an odd request. I'm actually why is Exodus Empire green? It usually is blue. Or cyan. Or do I just not know? Anyway, he demands you accept some unspecified cargo. When pressed for more details, he avoids the question. There is desperation in his voice. If you accept, Jaden Gray will deliver the mysterious cargo by transport pod. Okay, so if we accept, we will get, let's see, we have 3 choices. Archite capsule, a small capsule containing archites. Come on, why is it not working? Microscopic machines produced by superintelligent Archotech. These devices are capable of physical and psychic feats which seem impossible to human scientists. As with all Archotechnology, no human can create one. We can only try to scavenge the ones that Archotechs create for their own unfathomable reasons. This capsule is useless by itself, but it can be spent at a gene assembler to create a new Archite-powered xenogerm. This requires researching archogenetics. Okay, we're going to hold off on that one for now. Next one is a flat screen TV and some jade. And the best one is 3 advanced components, which an advanced component takes 1 component, 20 steel, 10 plasteel, and 3 gold to make, which is a lot for me right now at least. And a Tech Prof Sub-Persona Core, a small AI core housing a low-grade sub-persona specialized in teaching technology. When used, the AI will teach you the technology you're currently researching instantly and for free. Can only be used once. Okay, that's crazy, because if I'm researching something that costs, like, takes 6,000 time or whatever, it'll instantly complete it. That's great. I'm not sure what I'll use it on. It might be on something like Starflight Basics, or it might be on Marine Armor. But I know something. I definitely want it. Now, what is it that he's sending us? Any guesses? Leave them down in the comments. You tell me if you were right. Okay, so we're gonna accept for Tech Prof Sub-Persona Core. I have no idea what he's gonna send me. My guess is he's sending me a person. He's sending me somebody that I'm gonna need to either hide or take care of. So let's accept. And we'll see what he sends me. The other thing I just realized is in this prison, there's no cooler. We'll have to rectify that. And also, where are the hospital beds? I know I did that. Okay, well, anyway. Mysterious cargo. The mysterious cargo has been delivered. It appears to be a human corpse. On further inspection, the corpse looks identical to Zega. Its skin feels waxy and warm to the touch. Zega is deeply unsettled by its presence. Study the corpse to learn more about it. Why would Jaden send a corpse that looks identical to Zega? What is this? It says Zega, Drifter, dead. But I can study it, which I think is for yeah, let's toggle the study. Is this for anomaly? The Anomaly DLC? That's weird. I guess we'll study it, but that's like no big deal, so we just got something good. New research. Your discovery of the unnatural corpse has yielded new insights. You can now research the following anomaly projects. Death refusal. What is death refusal? Perform a psychic ritual which grants death refusal to an individual, allowing them to self-resurrect once after dying. I mean, just so you know, I'm not doing anything with this anomaly stuff because it is opening up doors to all kinds of crazy stuff that I don't want to have to deal with when we're trying to just escape this planet. Of all the DLC though, probably the most annoying one is the ideology one, unless you start to embrace it, which I've started to do. So let's see what happens there. All right, some vent in the prison. Actually, I'll do it this way. Do I want to do it that way? How do I want to do vents? I think that's fine, just like that. We need a cooler, but I'm not prioritizing this, that's for sure. What I'm going to do is a good pro tip is I can put like a cooler here, but I don't want to build it, so I'm going to hit F to disallow it. But I know I want it there, so I'll look for red X's whenever I'm, you know, scrolling around and notice it. I'd like this fabrication to get done. There we go. Tech Prof sub persona core. That's kind of crazy. I'm not going to use it now, obviously, because I'm already almost nearly halfway done with recon armor. Okay. Yeah, but like something like a Starship Reactor is 6,000 knowledge points. I think that's what I'll probably use it on, is a Starship Reactor. Okay. All right. We have our vents. So let's see, in the hallway it's 73, 72, so in the room it's 73. Unnatural corpse progress. Your investigation of the unnatural corpse has revealed more about the body. An Archotech shard at its core psychically links it with Zega. It will rebuild itself if destroyed and teleport any distance to be near Zega. Galvin thinks that there may be a way to permanently destroy the corpse, but will need to study it further. What is going on here? Alright, keep we need to move it somewhere, because otherwise it's deteriorating. I mean, there's nothing worse than a cloned corpse of yourself than a deteriorated one. Let's see. You know what? I have an idea. The idea is that we get rid of this Strider thing that's in here. Finally, it's been there for probably 30 episodes. And then we put the corpse in here so it doesn't deteriorate. If it's even in there still. I mean, I don't know how that really works. Come on, Zega. The further fluff is, the better the accuracy. I think that's far enough. It has to be 25 tiles. Alright, go in there real quick. Is it in there still? There it is, okay. It's been there for like literally 35 episodes. Fluff's about to take a shot, so Zega. So Galvin's just gotta go this way. Get out of the way. Come on, Galvin. Just kill this thing. Is it dead? Okay, it's dead. Galvin is hurt. Galvin's going to go rest. And I'm sure Fluff will go and help. Now I want you to carry. No, not consume. Can you not pick up this thing? How do we do this? We gotta make a stockpile zone? And corpse, maybe? Is it a stranger corpse? Unnatural corpse. Let's see if that works. No, cannot haul. No empty configured spot for it. I just realized that I was about to have Zega haul her own body. It's an unnatural human corpse. So why is that not working? Let's see, storage. Unnatural human corpse right here. I think I didn't have there we go. Prioritize hauling. Zega, please haul Zega. It's not weird at all. Okay. And okay, it is not going to deteriorate now. Good, great, perfect. Okay. Mission accomplished there. Great. Fluff is going back to making medicine. I want to interrupt her to do some other crafting, but we need medicine, so I'm going to leave her alone. When's Tiffy going to grow up? Oh, her growth tier is 162 at 162. I looked at it at the right time. I think she's about to grow. I don't know when, but probably any minute now. Now, does that make her an adult? Is that the next phase? She's currently a child. I don't know if there's a teenager or whatever, but we'll find out. Whoa, look at all this food in here. Why is it all in here? There's no space in this room? There's gotta be space in this room. Let's put the meals on this over here. There's one thing that's been bugging me that I haven't really talked about, and that's that we don't have enough energy to have auto doors. And part of the problem is that we have a generator here, a steam geyser here, and here we have two right there. The next steam geyser is over here. It's a little too far from the base. There is one right here. Is there another one closer that I'm just kind of missing? There's one there. One here. When I clicked that, it selected them. Oh, it must select the ones that are under here. Okay. So, alright, well... I mean... That's the one. We just don't have enough power for all of it. It's not a problem right now, but I feel like it's going to be, so... I just don't like this one so close to the edge of the map if we get raided. Same here. But everything else is so far away. So which way do we want to go? Do we want this geothermal generator over here? Or do we want the one that's right here, kind of closer? I think we're going to go for this one. The reason for that, in my brain at least, is because we're going to expand our base to about like that to fit the starship. And I also assume we're going to need to protect the starship, so we're going to need a source of power. That's kind of close, just in case of anything. We could rebuild power conduits. So that's a long-term goal. Okay. Next, Zyph is crafting. Why is nobody crafting components? I have no idea. I can't like prioritize it, so all right. These guys are doing fine. See if these guys can be trained. They really can't be. How do I assign them a trainer? I thought we've done this already. I don't think they're trainable. Volcanic winter. Some distant volcano or fire has begun spewing massive quantities of ash into the atmosphere. Ash in the atmosphere will obscure the sun. Temperatures will drop and plants will suffer for lack of sunlight. It could pass in a few weeks, or it might last many quadrums. Whoa. Well, plants will suffer, but will they die? Let's see. I guess we'll find out. Still says brightly lit. That's what we need. I'm actually glad Fluff is making medicine, even though I want her to be constructing other things. We now have 39 medicine. She's about to make 4 more. That's good. We need it. In fact, we can force them to carry medicine. Wonder if we should force everybody to carry at least one. Better safe than dead, right? I think Zega is also a doctor, so she'll carry 3. Fluff should carry 3. I think that's a good move. Okay, Martin, we got to get you back to being the moral guide here, so let's go. Where are you? Begin roll change. Is it this one? You got to become the rector. We don't need these spectators though. You could just go do it yourself. What's he saying? Martin explained the future of the colony. He also explained his good qualities, and spoke about the importance of his new role, and described the desire to serve the community. Okay, Martin is about to become the moral guide, the rector. Ta-da! Okay. He has his convert ability, his reassurance, and his counsel ability. We need somebody with good social. That's a man, because this is a male-dominated ideologian. We don't have a lot of men in this colony. Galvin, how about you? No. We only have Martin, Zyph, Phil, and Galvin. And none of them are good at social. But we need one that's going to be a leader. Again, it may wind up being Phil. I just kind of want to see how the convert thing works. So let's convert Galvin. He's probably going to be really mad. Martin failed to convert Galvin. Galvin was upset by the attempt, but his certainty fell from 100 to 97. It's a -3. Martin is a -3. It says, failed to convert Galvin. I tried to convert someone and it didn't work out. Awkward. What does Galvin say? Galvin says, Martin tried to convert me, -5. Someone tried to convert me. I wish they'd just leave me alone. That's alright, we're going to see how this works. Over time. I think the vents are actually working. It's not reaching down over here. And it's a little weak over here. It's 77 over here in this room. In the lab, it's 74. And in this hallway, it's 71. So that makes sense. And I also think it's acceptable, too. I'm okay with that. Tiffy, when are you going to grow up? You're at 162 out of 162. Do I have to have somebody like do childcare or something? Okay. Fluff is wearing tattered apparel. Oh, marine armor. What was that noise? Tiffy became an adult. Tiffy has reached the biological age of 13 and has experienced a growth moment. In the last year, she has shown excellent personal growth. Tiffy hopes that by learning about ore mining, she can end up leaving the planet. Tiffy is now old enough to do the following work: Smith, Research, Dark Study. Choose 3 skills for Tiffy to increase her passion for. Choose a trait for Tiffy to gain. Okay, let's see. So she has multiple traits that I could pick. Lazy doesn't seem great. Oh, Careful Shooter is great. So everything is negative except for Careful Shooter. Lazy, sickly, depressive, abrasive, nope. Careful Shooter Tiffy takes more time to aim when shooting. She shoots less often than others, but with more accuracy. So her aiming time goes up plus 25%, but her accuracy is 5. That's great for sniper. Which means I need to give her a passion for shooting. And then what do I want to also give her a passion for? Social, medical, construction, mining, or animals. It says Tiffy hopes that by learning about ore mining, she can end up leaving this planet. I mean, that's what she wants to learn how to do. It doesn't mean she has to do that. She has a 7 in plants. Wow. I think shooting is good. I think medical also, because we need somebody that's going to be really good at medicine. And then there's a third one we can pick. Social, construction, mining, or animals. What do you think? Social, animals, mining, construction. I don't care about construction. Animals we kind of have covered already. Mining is just a time thing. Social may be good. Let's do social for her. Let's do social. Okay, let's go. There we go. Tiffy, you are good. Now let's set your work schedule. You're gonna kind of mirror Fluff, honestly. Doctor's gonna be 1. You're gonna... I know you're already a cook, but we're not gonna need it. So we'll really deprioritize that one. . Plants you're good at, so we'll leave that. It's fine. What was the other thing that we wanted you to do? Social, so warden. Okay. So in the meantime, what are you going to work on? You'll probably do... I think we could do some like crafting. You're going to be terrible at it. But you'll get there. You'll get there. Okay. You know what? I am going to give her... She's going to kind of just also be a cook. Because we're going to need that for right now. And Zyph needs some relief. Okay. Okay. Dromedary's pregnant. Great. I should be trying to tame some more. Okay. So far, we have vents almost everywhere. We finished all that with the prison. Tiffy's going great over here. She became an adult. Congrats. We're almost done moving stuff around in this room. A corpse of Zega landed from Jaden. Very odd situation here. Jaden sent an identical corpse of Zega here, and we're supposed to study it. So Galvin's going to keep studying it, and we're going to see what happens. Alright, what are the things that we wanted to still accomplish this episode? This monument, that's right. Okay, what do we want to use? We use marble? Yeah, let's do marble. I forgot actually what our rewards are going to be. Oh, a Psylink Neuroformer, which will give somebody a psychic ability. I'm not sure what I'm going to use on that yet, but that's okay. There's steel right here, 365, but it's kind of far, so I'm gonna let that expire. Okay. Minor break risk for Red. Just check him out. Why? What's wrong? Where are you? Do we want to tackle this yet? I think we're going to kind of leave this alone for right now. I'm just checking out a couple of things here. I wanted to, that's right, I wanted to put beds. That's a battery? Is there a battery there? Okay, well, install it. I need to make them accessible. So I think I need to put them this way. Major break risk, Reg. Let's see what's going on with him. He's still in intense pain. He has no recreation. You know what? Let me add some... I forgot to add... I did add meditation for him. So what's his problem? You want another hour of meditation? Go ahead. Why don't you have just chess? You could play chess by yourself. Let's see, there's one seat right there. How about horseshoes? You want to play horseshoes? Yeah, we'll just put horseshoes there. No, not steel. Let's see, we'll make it out of what? Slate? He has plenty of slate. Whenever he wakes up, I'm sure he'll play. He'll feel better. Okay. So grid excess is 1640 watts. So we could really use that very quickly if we put lamps in every room the right way, if we did all that kind of stuff. But right now we're okay. We don't need to do that. Everything's lit the way it should be. Great. So we definitely need to think about some next steps while they're working in the background. Let's think about some next steps. I need to know how we need to plan out here. If we're going to build a starship, well, not if, we definitely are. We got to get off this planet. The ship structural beam requires a structural beam around which a starship can be constructed. Includes all the necessary conduits and transit pipes for communications, power, and materials transport. Now, I think you just need one of those. 200 steel, 40 plasteel, 3 components, 1 advanced component. Okay, that's not crazy. I have 240 plasteel. I definitely know I need more of that already. A reactor, 350 steel, 70 uranium, which we have 239, 8 advanced components, we have 10, and 280 plasteel. The engines How many engines? The JT engine can push you to other stars by leveraging quantum scale effects to beam momentum to distant stars. Okay. 260 steel, 140 plasteel, 70 uranium, 6 advanced components. Alright. And then what's this? Machine persuasion. We need a computer core. We need a persona core. We had the opportunity to get one a few episodes ago, but for some reason we couldn't. I forget why. And then Starflight sensors. Sensor clusters. So advanced components are going to be the thing. Obviously, advanced components and plasteel that's going to be the problem. I thought I've never built a ship before. I thought that they needed beds or something like that. Oh, here we go. A vacuum crypto sleep casket. 120 steel, 14 uranium, 3 components, 3 advanced components. So we're going to need like 10 because that's for everybody. Okay, so I'm estimating we're going to need somewhere around, I don't know, 3,000, 3,500 steel. And then we got to make all these components and everything. Yeah, we're going to need quite a bit. So we're on our way, but we're not there. Reg has become overwhelmed with horrible visions. Okay, I know. We're going to have to deal with him. But look, his recreation is just starting to go up. So we did address that. It's just we didn't get there fast enough. That's okay. Okay. Alessia's doing great on this research. Once we leave her alone, she's just a research machine. Wow. She's almost halfway to level 20. Daesh successfully tamed a dromedary. It is now called Dromedary 2. Okay, I flagged these in the wild. So that's good. Good to know. What was that thing? Minor break risk, Martin. What's his problem? Martin, you're the rector. You're the moral guide. You're supposed to always be in a good mood. Or at least you're supposed to fake that you are. Oh, he has -6 mood because he was imprisoned. Well, you do realize that you were going around being crazy, right? You were punching stuff, and we had to do something about it, so... Okay. Okay. Everybody has a bedroom. Bill has another 14 days in here. What do we want to accomplish for this episode? The rest of this episode? Let's deal with the perimeter here. Let me think about this for a second. Okay. I think I really just think we just make a big rectangle and that's that. I do. What is it that's needed? Granite? Yeah, we'll just do granite. That's okay. We'll move granite up in the little list here. We usually use sandstone. We'll move granite up to the second spot. So they start working on that. Okay. Won't take much. Well, I mean, it will take quite a bit. Is that granite? Where's granite? That's slate. Marble. Sandstone. Marble. Do we not have granite on the map? I mean, it's fine if we don't have granite on the map, we'll just use something else, but that's weird. I thought we had granite on the map. Okay, we'll just use slate. It's fine. These are all slate, right? Let's not be that crazy. Let's do haul all of those chunks. Okay, we're gonna do slate. It won't match, but I'm okay with that. Okay. So this is basically where our starship's going to go. I don't even know how big a starship is, but I know it's not this big. So it'll be plenty of room. It'll be fine. And that'll be great. The other thing that we want to do over here is we want to harness this steam geyser. So we're going to leave a little hole right there for ourselves because we still have to clean this up. How did I make it over here? I just did kind of a one little row so I could put a vent. What is this? Let me just check out. Power generator. Oh wow, it's right at the border. We almost would not be able to do it. Okay, we have a group of travelers. Great, we need them. Another dromedary is pregnant. I think this will ultimately make the Wavy and Creed people a little bit happier because I don't think they're happy with not enough animals or something like that. Put a slate door. We need the vent so that way we don't like explode or whatever it is. We need to remove the roof area. They'll automatically build a roof, I think. Yep. Slate tile. So Reg is at a major break risk. But he's gonna get better. He's sleeping right now. Why is he consuming rice? Why are you not... What happened here? What happened to his stove? Reg? What's wrong with your stove? He doesn't have enough power to do his stove. That's what it is. Okay, well... Reg, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with you? You need to be able to function here by yourself without any issues. Does that mean it's about time? Is it about time? That... How much does the solar generator create? 1700 maximum output. The geothermal right here. 8 components. I don't think we even have enough components to do that. We don't. We don't even have... We have 10 advanced ones. I was going to send them to him. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to work toward helping him out, getting geothermal. I can't worry about him. But I can tell you right now that this is not very efficient at all. So we're gonna make a geothermal here. He's gonna work on it himself. We're gonna make a little comfortable living quarters for him. And then basically the rest of this map is just gonna be plants and stuff, and we're just gonna use that to help us get money. And we're not gonna invest very much in him. And kinda also if he dies, I really don't care. Although I don't want to lose all this stuff. So. Okay. Well, we did this outline. We do need to mine this, so let's flag that so that they start doing that at some point in their life. We have this right here. Great. Okay, that's going to be slate. We're going to combine that so that's part of like the base. We'll do it like that maybe to protect it. I don't know how we're going to funnel people in, but that's how we're going to do it. Maybe we'll funnel them in here if they need to be. And like they'll have to walk down here and get hit by traps. I'm not sure if that's how that works, but we're going to figure that part out. We're gonna play around with this little design here just to see something. Okay, they're constructing this monument steadily, so that's all good. And we're just gonna kind of run a power line, like down here, back to the main base. Okay. Last act for this episode, unless we have something crazy happen, is we are going to look at Reg, and we're going to figure out something over here for him. It's going to take me a second to think about this. Let's make... What materials do we have here? We have granite, of course. Limestone. We have a bunch of limestone. We might just make everything out of limestone. So limestone. Let's see. How do we don't want to go overboard, like I said. We want this to be mostly just for him to have farms. So yellow means it's bad. It's not fertile land. Green means it's normal. This bright green means it's really fertile land. So that's, what is this right here? Is this sand or something? It's rough limestone, which I don't think we can, like, can we take it up? No. Okay, I didn't think so. All right, so our base should really be like this then. Because we don't care about this land. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it out of limestone. Actually, I should vent it the other way. I should vent it this way. And only if we need to get in, we'll go this way. Okay. Let's make a door right there. Let's make a vent for whenever we need it. Okay, so this is where our main power is going to be. He needs a bedroom. It's really just going to be him living here, so he needs a bedroom. I don't want the bedroom right next to the geothermal generator. But we'll make it... he needs a little freezer. For him, was this adequate? I don't think this was adequate for him. And again, how much does this cooler need? 200. This geothermal generator needs... oh, will produce 3,600. So I could have 18 coolers. I'm not going to need that many, though. So I think I'm going to make a pretty significantly sized freezer. Because, again, we're going to need it for things, you know, for all the stuff that we're going to be taking in that we don't want to deteriorate. It's not going to be that much because Devil's Strand just needs like an area to go. It doesn't need... it's not going to be a lot of food. All right, so if it's not a lot of food and we decided that, then how about we just do a reasonably sized... get rid of the roof. Gotta remember that. A reasonably sized freezer that exhausts this way. Let's see. I don't know. In fact, comparing it to this one, I mean, this one's small comparably. What is it? Is that 7? That's 7 tiles, yeah. So it's only 35 tiles. He certainly doesn't need that. So again, let's be reasonable. What do you think, Reg? Set big enough? I don't think so. Yeah, that'll be big enough for... because again... oh wait, he's not going to need... he's not going to need that big for... that's why I said for Devil's Strand. Okay, we'll do that like that. He has 6 batteries here. Alright, so we'll make enough for 6 batteries since we already have them. It's 2 by 2. So we can do the batteries like this, right? I think. Or do we want to do them like that? Yeah, we'll do them like that instead. Then we'll make a wall around it. We'll put a door here. Again, I don't want it to be like, this is not a pass-through. This is just if he needs to do some sort of maintenance on the batteries. That's fine for batteries. We're not going to need more than that. So I'm just going to leave that like that. This is the freezer. So he needs a kitchen. You know what? I think he needs a butcher table. Where's the butcher table? There it is. Butcher table right out here, outdoors. I think I can cover it with a roof, though. Butcher table will have a work speed penalty outdoors. That's fine. I think I'm going to shift that this is going to be the freezer here. Because I wanted to cut meat and put it right in the freezer. Let's see how this works. So if we put the freezer here, that's too much room, I think, but that's okay. We're going to work on that. And then this will be the cooking station. We'll need an electric stove. And then he could put his freezers, he could put his food right in here. We need a door here. So when he butchers, it can be hauled in. Yeah, I think that'll work. Why can't I build a wooden door? Is there no wood on this map? There's wood on this map. It's right here. There's no wooden door? Why can't I make a wooden door? What kind of craziness is that? Is there wood right here? There's one right here. I'm going to build a copy? Okay. What was I, looking in the wrong spot? It's weird. Under structure, there's no wood anywhere. And I think it's because I don't have wood as a available resource. That's fine. I'm a little bit concerned that I don't have space for frozen meat, so we may need to deal with that at some point. But the reason I did this little cutout here is because I'm going to put the coolers here. I think I'm going to put 2 coolers, but 3 may be a thing that we need to do at some point. So for now, we're going to put 2 coolers, and it'll vent to the outside right here. So venting is here. Okay, this will be plenty. This will be plenty for him. All right, there's that. Now, the one thing I didn't do is I didn't make a hallway. Like, that was not smart. Like, where's he gonna live? I'm trying to be very efficient. So if the food is here and the kitchen's here, I want him to just go into the kitchen and the freezer this way. Where is he going to live? What do you think? Let's see. I mean, do I do like this? That there's kind of like a hallway. And this table moves. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it this way instead. I'm gonna make the kitchen on this side. Yeah. Wooden door. It's gonna be a small kitchen. It does not need to be big at all. In fact, I'm gonna make it the smallest I can. Okay. Now if I do that, what's over here? Where's my fertility thing? Yeah, okay, so we don't want to go into this green if we can avoid it. We're going to go in this green, but that's okay. We just need to deal with that. So again, I don't want him having to cut through here. We can give him a little dining room. He's by himself, but we can give him a little dining room right here. Like if we do something like that, the reason I'm doing that is so I can make a quick little door like that, and this is going to be a hallway. And then his bedroom. Door will be there. Let's get rid of this thing. That's kind of a big bedroom for him, actually. Doesn't need to be that big. We'll just do that. We'll get rid of one of these walls. Okay. Is there a lamp anywhere? There's a lamp. He needs a lamp. How about like a little end table? Transport pod crash. A menagerie keeper named Savannah is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If she survives the impact, she will be badly wounded. Savannah is not affiliated with any faction. You can rescue her and hope she joins freely, or capture her for recruitment or slavery purposes. Savannah. What is your... Oh, she's gonna die quickly. She is addicted to Go Juice. It says, a chemical addiction to Go Juice. Long-term presence of Go Juice has caused neurological adaptations at the cellular level, so the brain can no longer function properly without the drug. Without regular doses of Go Juice, withdrawal symptoms will begin. However, extended abstinence will force the brain to adapt back to its normal state, resolving the addiction. So 17 days to resolve her addiction. So we're going to leave that. We're going to see what happens there. Is there anything that we want to... Oh, she has a burning desire for intellectual. That's our other researcher right here. Traits. She's beautiful. She's exceptionally beautiful, with an exotic yet familiar facial structure and an arresting gaze. People are attracted to her before she even opens her mouth. However, she also has creepy breathing. She breathes heavily all the time and sweats constantly. People find it creepy. Okay, I think we want to keep her. Her faction, her ideologian is Pain Chamber. She has a bunch of scars. She's also pregnant. So she's all kinds of messed up. But we're gonna help her out. Let's rescue her. Zyph, you're the fastest. Oh, they're almost done with this monument. Where's he bringing her? Oh, to one of these beds? I guess she's not a prisoner, so... Savannah joined. She immediately joined. Savannah is thankful you rescued her. She has decided she would rather stay than leave and is joining your colony. Okay, well, I mean, you're gonna die soon, so let's make sure you don't die. Oh... Because of her gunshot and her stab and stuff, she had a miscarriage. Okay, well, we reacted as quickly as we possibly could. Let's get you tended. Of course, Fluff did a great job. Good, okay. Let's make sure we assign Savannah the standard outfit. And aren't we saying no drugs? Yeah, no drugs. Okay. Well, she needs to recover. Let's go back to Reg. Because we were kind of on a roll. So what were we thinking here? We want... It's kind of evolving. Want a door here because I know I'm going to put like a rack or something here. And this is where the food's going to go. The meals are going to go. And then the raw food's going to kind of be all down here. So he can cook it easily. And so he wakes up in the morning. He needs food. He jumps in here, grabs a meal, goes to the dining room. I don't think I need this door then. I'm going to leave it though. Okay, so he has a room for himself. Now, when things go bad, he's going to need a little hospital. So this is going to be another hallway. Like right here is going to be a hallway. Hospital's going to be in here. And I think it's going to be... Trying to see how many I want to fit. That's a weird... I have a weirdly shaped room right here. Huh, that's a weird room. I mean, I don't need that many beds. We'll do that. We'll do 3 beds because that's what we can fit. Okay. Wooden door, right? Okay, the thing I don't want to forget about is the vents in this area, and we need a spot for coolers. What else do we need? We have a little dining room for him. I'll probably put the chess table in here and like a TV or something. His room is right here real quick. That's easy. All right. And then I feel like we need something else. We need a little barracks for when the other people are here. So that's fine. We have plenty of wood. There's no reason to not do it. I'm just going to have him build it. We don't have plenty of wood, but we have enough wood. All right. Okay, Reg, you're well on your way to really being productive here. Where's wood? I can't make wood because there's no wood harvested. Where are you, Reg? Can you just harvest that real quick so I can make some wood? Okay. Does that make me able to make a wood bed? There we go. Wooden bed. All right. That's enough for now. Reg knows how to do everything. Okay, so I think everything's kind of covered. You know, in theory here. And then the last thing I need to do is look at fertility. And I need to figure out where I want to put storage. I think I'm just going to put it this way, like right here. The kind of miscellaneous storage. Miscellaneous storage, and then I'm also going to make a kind of like brewery over here somewhere, probably. Maybe a brewery's here. Because I do want to, I want to make hops. Let me remind myself because I will forget. We're going to move all these graves, so don't worry. We're going to put hops here. These graves need to definitely be moved. We'll put some hops and we're going to make some beer. All right, so there's this building. This wall's going to be there. We're going to make fermenting barrels, so I'm just going to kind of do this to remind myself of that. Okay. And I almost feel like I need an outer kind of hallway. Like a that. like that, maybe. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how that feels whenever this is kind of cleared out a little bit. Storage is gonna be down here. That's just for everything, just to remind myself. All right, looks a little bit messy, but while I'm not paying attention, I just hope that he gets rid of a lot of this stuff. All right, you're prepared. I mean, you may not know it, but you're actually prepared for company, and all kinds of stuff. We have the beginnings here. And then power. I think I could just do that like this. And kind of go along this wall, maybe? Yeah, I think that'll work for my purposes here. Because I want there to be lamps and stuff. We go like that. Yeah, we'll need coolers. Coolers. I think the best spot, actually, come to think of it, will be right here. We're gonna do coolers there. We're gonna remove the roof. We'll have a door here for access just in case. You know, you have to do maintenance on your filters and stuff like that. So where's my coolers? Right there. Okay. Do I need 3? I don't need 3. But 2. I need 2. And last but not least is some vents. Yeah, this will work just fine. This is going to be fine. It's not going to be perfect or anything like that. It's going to be fine. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay. Reg, you're going to get to work on that. All right, now the very last thing we're going to do is Savannah, welcome to Hope. We are the Babblers. You'll get to know everybody pretty soon. Good group of people here. Some are crazy, some go on murders, killing sprees, and we have to arrest them and stuff, but hopefully you're not the target of that anytime soon. You are a zookeeper with a burning passion for intellect, social, and animals. I do think that means you need to... You're going to be one of our researchers. right? Childcare and warden, because you have such a high social skill, as well as animals. But your priority has to be research. I'm pausing here because I'm wondering if I should even have her assigned to, like, should she be a number 1 in handling? And if she has extra time, then she'll go research. I think we kind of need to do that. Otherwise, she's just wasted. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. Good. Welcome, Savannah. And they're even starting to build the wall. Anybody making any components? No, we'll have to figure that out next episode. But for now, that's it for this episode. Be sure to follow and subscribe for more Name Babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.